Out of 10? I would have gone.
No. Pitch problems all over.
And we are back live here from Holy Spirit High School. Josh Hennick, Harry Saxon, Dan the Stat Man. We can bring you the starting lineups again as they announce them here at the high school. The away team for Middle Township. The Panthers starting lineup is Trey Greer, the senior.
Not at all.
Also, at least from my experience here, I find that basketball is usually a little less inflated than football.
Right.
Because in football, what they do is they put you in the cleats on the concrete and measure you.
Right.
Whereas in basketball, you're just in sneakers, you know, and really the sneakers don't make that big of a difference usually.
Well, their guards are not that big,
right.
Okay? But the thing is, you and I have both seen Holy Spirit.
Yep.
And the thing is, their guards are not always the guards. All right? Everybody can handle the ball, you know, on their team. And the observation here that we always want to see is, are we going to have a two-man crew or a three-man crew officiating the game? Tonight, we have two of them. All right? I mean, three. Trace, I see three out there, which is always interesting because, you know, it's one of my pet peeves that I like. I wish the Cape Atlantic had it all over. Either you were two refs or three refs, you know, in the whole, you know, Cape Atlantic League.
Yeah, well, so far this year, the best games that you and I have seen officiated are three-man crews. They're not two-man crews, so we'll see if the current crew lives up to promising expectations tonight.
Right, and the way, you know, it really means a lot. These first couple of minutes, I always would tell the kids, first couple of minutes of the game, you're going to see how the game is going to be called. What you can do and get away with, what you can't do. All right, and it's going to be called.
Jump ball is going to be between Jordan Taylor and Marty Caron. Ball is up, ball is tipped, and it is Holy Spirit basketball to start this game. John Middleton brings the ball up court. Man-to-man defense right now by Middle Township. Summers in the corner. Swings it up top. Taylor swings to his left to Barnes, back to Taylor. Holy Spirit swinging the ball around, looking for an opportunity.
Big size difference between Jones down there and Caron.
Yeah, Caron doing his best, but here's a drive. Pop out pass, swinging around. Middleton thought about the jump shot. Now passes inside the Jones. Jones with a shot and nails it.
Nice turnaround jump chop right from the stripe there.
Here comes Corey Greer up court.
Holy Spirit man-to-man too.
Over the Trey. Trey swings it into the corner. Caron up top. Now drops it off for Trey Greer. Middle Township looking for an opportunity, but turn it over instead. It'll be Holy Spirit basketball.
Right, and you saw how many passes, both teams. Very, very deliberate with their passes, not, you know, coming down and gunning it right away. First turnover there for Middle.
Middleton, bring the ball up court, gets the ball back. Passes to his right to Summers. Holy Spirit swinging the ball around the outside of the key. Summers thought about the shot, passed inside the Jones. Jones another shot up and rebound this time by Middle Township the other way.
Nice defense by Caron with a little body up on him there.
Corey Greer with the shot, no good. Rebound, Jones. Holy Spirit the other way. 2-0 lead for Holy Spirit.
Let's see if they go into Jones again there. Definitely a mismatch physically.
Summers in the corner, dribbles out, passes baseline. Here's a shot up by Jordan Taylor. No good, got the contact, but no call. Rebound by Middle Township the other way.
And as you can see, Josh, Middle Township boxing out on every play there. You can be small, but you can use that butt that you have.
Trey Greer shot up and good.
2 points, okay. Rocco's, you know, raising his hands. He wanted a 3 on that.
Looks like his toes were on the line there.
Yeah, they were. It was a good call.
Summers passes off. Jones sets up a screen, then backs away. Here's a three-pointer for Holy Spirit, and they nail it. And that was Middleton back in the corner.
What a nice stroke he has. What a nice stroke.
5-2 lead for Holy Spirit here.
Holy Spirit picking up, you know.
Full court,
Full
man
court.
to man. Greer finally gets across half court, drops it off for Tony. Tony drills behind the back to the basket, floater up and gets it.
Wow, what a nice move on that. Went through 2 guys on that. That's a shot that is, like we talked about, that has just become, in vogue. That little floater.
Yeah, I blame Stephon Marbury for that. But anyway.
Hey, if it goes in, use it.
Barnes swings into the corner. Here's Summers for 3, and he nails it. Another 3 for Holy Spirit. Now it's 8-4 lead.
Right, nice ball movement. Both open shots because of the ball movement on the last 2 possessions by Holy Spirit.
Got a foul here. And looks like the foul's going to be called against Jordan Taylor. That'll be his first. Ball will be inbounded by Tony. Gets it right back. Wanting Greer to come back to him. Now the offense is going to set up. Trey Greer with the basketball. Look for someone to drop it off to. Gets it to Karan. Karan swings it. Back to Trey Greer. Now to Corey Greer. Corey Greer being guarded very closely right now by C.J. Barnes.
Excellent defense thus far by Holy Spirit. Calling out the screens, getting through the screens. Really not giving middle any chance really to put up a 3.
Trey Greer tried to get into the paint, got denied. They swing it around. Shot fake by Farraco. Bounce pass to Caron for 3 in the corner. No good upside the rim. Rebound by Middle Township though.
Yeah, no box out there by the Spartans on that one.
Corey Greer takes it in the lane, pops it back out. Here's Michael Farraco for 3, and he nails it. And we got a timeout.
See, when they're moving that ball around there like that, okay, and they drive that middle, they have no intentions of putting that ball up. What they do is he comes and helps, drive, and they kick out, and they get an open 3 on that. Nice ball, nice possession there, for middle. Very patient.
Timeout with 3:55 here in the first quarter. It's an 8-7 lead for Holy Spirit over Middle Township. Both teams very willing to pass the ball thus far.
Well, I think what both coaches are talking to their teams about is, let's not help as much, okay? Let's make sure we stick with our man, all right, so somebody doesn't get an open jumper. That's 3 that we've had, 2 by Holy Spirit, 1 by Middle, that were open shots, okay, because of their ball movement. Now Holy Spirit, we'll see if they continue to go with that 3-pointer, try to get it inside to Jones.
Taylor in the corner, being guarded closely. Now Jones inside, gets double teamed, pops it back out for Taylor. Taylor wants to get it back inside, now passes it back up top. They swing it around, Middleton, nice crossover, backs up the Summers, takes it baseline, he might have stepped out of bounds.
Ooh, travel, called the travel on that. And if you've seen that on the last possession there, they doubled down on Jones a little bit, down there. But that's going to open up somebody else for a 3-point shot if they keep doing that.
Corey Greer brings the ball up court, hands it off. Middle Township down by 1. Frocco thought about the 3, takes it into the paint, pops it back out. Pump fake, and Middle Township pulls back out to reset the offense. Corey Greer trying to get fancy, but C.J. Barnes is on him like glue. Fadeaway shot, and he nails it, despite the great defense.
Yeah, great defense, but you know what? Pull back jump shot. If you can stop and pop on that elbow area there, that's a hard stop.
They get it inside to Jones, outside of Middleton for 2.
That's a 3.
Thought he might have been inside the arc there.
That's what happens. If you're going to drop down and you're going to double on Jones there, you're going to free somebody up on the perimeter for a jump shot.
That's the second 3 from Middleton, driving down into the paint. Was Middle Township, pops it back out. Middle Township now down 11-9. Here's a long 3, and now Greer responds.
I'll tell you what, he just let him have that shot, didn't even put a hand in his face. All right, C.J. Barnes just looked at him there. I'm kind of surprised.
Summers almost loses the handle. The Holy Spirit does keep it. Middleton with the basketball. Passes off to Barnes on the right side. Barnes almost loses the handle himself, drops off Jones. Luckily he was there, and we have a travel on Jones.
Too much ball handling, too much ball on the floor there for Holy Spirit. And it looks like Barnes is going to come out. He's limping a little bit there. So we got number 2 in for him.
That's Russo, and Jack Marzak also came in for Holy Spirit.
They're going to pressure those guards. Mark my words down there.
Bringing the ball up court is Trey Greer. Farraco with the ball. Faked inside, passes up top. Middle Township up 12-11. Long three by Farraco, and he nailed it.
Hey, you know what? If you're going to go and you're going to help on that, you're going to give them an open shot. And, you know, we gave you the statistics before the game. They live and die with that three. And now they got a 4-point lead because of it.
A minute 30 here in the first quarter. Right now it's Middleton with the basketball. Drops it off for Taylor. Puts up a wild shot. No good. And let's see who the ball was off of out of bounds.
Ball.
Substitutions coming in for Middle Township. It's going to be Laverne
I tell
Fitzpatrick.
You, I'm just so impressed with Middle's man-to-man defense. The communication that they have with each other, they're not giving really any open shots.
Colin Cooper and Laverne Fitzpatrick just checked in for Middle Township. Jones with the ball in the corner, bounce pass out to Middleton. Middleton going with the left hand, puts up a pass, and nice pass up. Good play there.
Right, nice set play there, Middleton and
Taylor
up there for the little just tap in.
All the way to the basket is Trey Greer, puts a shot up, no good, goes to the ground, rebound by Holy Spirit the other way. Here's Jordan Taylor, passes ahead, Middleton, shot up, and good, count it, and the foul.
That's what we talked about in the beginning of the game. Holy Spirit wants to run. They got that rebound there, and they were just off to the races, got 2 points on it, and Middleton is going to the line.
Foul was on number 24, Colin Cooper, his first. And Middleton will be at the line.
Big disadvantage when you have Holy Spirit able to run off the missed shot. You've got to get back on defense.
Middleton, shot, up, and good. 16-15 lead right now for the Holy Spirit Spartans. 50 seconds up here in the first quarter. Full court man-to-man. Middle Township breaks it. Corey Greer goes baseline, reverse layup up, and no good. Ball tipped away. And
wow,
now
that one was halfway down, Josh.
Taylor passes ahead. Middleton shot up, taken away, and then they call a foul.
And see, here we are again, all right? Rebound, off, and run, so you can catch that defense, you know, a half a step behind there for, you know, Middle Township, which resulted in the foul. Spirit just wants to run, and they're going to do it. Middle's got to, you know, you got to talk about that because nobody seems to be rotating back, you know, to the point there to stop that break from happening.
Michael Farraco called for the foul, and Middleton goes right back to the line, hits the first one. John Middleton was actually one of the leaders in the Cape Atlantic League in free throw shooting last year. He was over 80% last year.
Well, the fast break has enabled Holy Spirit to grab the lead again.
Nailed both free throws. CJ Barnes comes in for Middleton to give him a breather with 33 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Right. Doesn't want him to get in any foul trouble. And they're not on offense, so they don't need him.
Middle Township trying to break this full court man-to-man here. 25 seconds on the clock. Ball's taken away. Holy Spirit shot up. They can't hit the layup. And Coach Gillespie's about to lose his mind.
Right. That was Barnes on that, right underneath. You know, just missed it. And we got a foul on the play, too. A frustration foul for missing that shot there.
Karam will check back into the game for Middle Township. The foul there was on, looks to be it was A.J. Russo. 18 seconds here in the first quarter. Middle Township up court. Farraco in the corner, thought about the three, and it takes it into the paint, puts up a floater, no good, can't get the friendly bounce, but Middle Township gets the rebound back. And we got a blocking foul.
No, we got to travel. We got to travel. A little bit of happy feet there on that. Saw the opening, wanted to drive to the middle, and didn't put the ball down before he moved his feet.
7.9 seconds here in the first quarter. 18-15 lead for Holy Spirit. Ball inbounded. Here's Middleton back in on offense. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. All the way to the glass. Pops it back out. Here's a three in the corner. No good. Tip is no good. And it is 18-15 Holy Spirit at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter action coming up here on Wibbage FM 94.3.
6 points off the break.
Yeah. Welcome back for second quarter action here on Wibbage FM 94.3. We are live from Holy Spirit High School. Middle Township with the ball. They're down by 3 to start the second quarter. Middle Township looking for some openings here. Driving the paint by Greer, no good, and he grabs his leg and he's down hurt. And that did not look good the way he came down that leg.
No, I just hope that he just banged it there. He looks like he's trying to get up, so we're gonna, trainer's walking out. I don't know if it's a knee, ankle.
He's grabbing the knee. Hopefully he just banged it. He didn't actually hurt anything.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's home, it looks like he just banged it on the floor, which hopefully will be, okay, and he'll be able to come back in the game there. Trainer's feeling around there in the ligament area and stuff, to make sure everything's tight there.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that can happen to you, but it's also the first thing that they're going to look at there.
We're going to take a quick time out here. We're going to come back in a couple seconds here on Wibbage FM 94.3.
Greer was that? Which Greer was that?
Trey.
Freshman.
We are back. Trey Greer was helped off the floor and they were grabbing his knee, and we're definitely hoping for the best for him because he's a senior. We want to see him be able to finish out the year, and he's been leading this team in almost every category this year.
Right, and they're going to miss that leadership there. We do have a timeout called by Middle now, so they can get their strategy changed a little bit with him out. But we've had most of the time in our whole fall football games and our basketball games, we've been very fortunate that we haven't seen anybody not return to the court, and we hope this doesn't break our streak here. But that's a big loss for him and, for his team if he's not able to, get back in there. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're hoping it's either just, maybe like just a little, tweak.
Right.
That's not going to be any permanent damage.
And his dad's an assistant and stuff. They're all looking down there and, hey, not going to put him back in unless he can go.
So let's see how Middle Township does without Trey Greer in the lineup now. Coming in for him is going to be Colin Cooper. So we'll see how the offense works without him bringing the ball up the court.
And you're missing a big rebounder and defender.
C.J. Barnes with the ball for Holy Spirit. They're up by 3 with 7:30 here in the second quarter. Barnes passes to his left to Middleton. Middleton goes inside to Jones. Jones drops it back out. Barnes takes it into the paint. Shot is up. Got blocked from behind. Jones gets up the scraps and puts it in.
Great hustle there by Jones. That was definitely a good possession for Middle there, how they stopped him. But he grabbed the loose ball and put it up for 2.
Faracco passes off to Carone. Carone thought about 3, now passes out.
Yeah, he didn't have his feet set or the ball.
Middle Township running some screens to get guys open along the baseline. Holy Spirit still playing a close man-to-man defense. Faracco thought about 3, pump fake, now passes off in the corner, shot up and good by Tony.
Great ball movement there, and they helped again. Holy Spirit helped. 2 men went on the ball handler, and he just kicked it to the open man in the corner for the 3.
C.J. Barnes brings the ball up court, passes off to Jones. Jones goes baseline, puts it up, no good up the side of the rim, goes down, and they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because I know that Coach Faracco teaches them to put that foot on that baseline there, all right, and take a charge. And the way Jones is coming like that, I think it would be an easy call for the official if you stood there. I mean, you gotta take the hit.
First foul shot called on Marty Caron as Jones misses the foul shot off the front of the rim. It's a 20-18 lead for Holy Spirit with 6:31 here in the second quarter. Shot is up and good on the second by Jones. 3-point lead now for the Holy Spirit Spartans. Still full court man-to-man defense pressure. Middle Township breaks it. Tony with, no, it's actually Corey Greer with the ball here. Wants to go in the paint, drops it back out. Middle Township now swinging it around. Middle Township trying to work on their spacing here. Greer gets trapped on the baseline. Swinging it around still is Middle Township trying to find an opening, but Holy Spirit playing excellent defense here. Taking into the paint was Corey Greer, and he traveled.
Called the travel, yeah, absolutely. Nice possession there, except for the travel at the end there. He had a nice seam into the basket, but you can't move those feet like that.
And that's one of those.
Another turnover for Middle.
That's one of those that really bites you because you have an opportunity.
They can't afford that.
Middleton now with the ball, passes off. Jones trying to get the ball inside. The ball was tipped a couple times, finally off of Holy Spirit, out of bounds. Middle Township basketball.
Let's see if Middle can capitalize on this.
Well, first they got to find somebody to inbound the ball.
Well, they got him.
Finally get it in. Caron helping break the press here. Trap in the corner on Farraco, and we got a reach-in foul.
Got her feet pushed there. I was waiting for Holy Spirit to spring a trap off of that press, that they have there, but they did it in the half court here.
They call it on Matt Summers, his first.
And the thing is, that's Never Neverland in that corner there. You got the sideline and the baseline.
Corey Greer all the way to the basket, shot no good, but he was fouled on the way. As I had to go retrieve the basketball from under our table here along the sideline.
Really nice drive by Greer there. Just can't get it to fall though. He had a couple drives like that, but just spun out of the basket.
Shot missed on the first foul shot by Corey Greer. Corey Greer, the freshman, the younger brother of Trey Greer, who's out of the game right now. Second shot is good, cutting the lead now to 2 for Holy Spirit.
Now we got a zone press here from Middle. They take it right off as they break it easily, Holy Spirit.
Getting inside the Jones. Jones, nice spin move, but can't finish at the basket. Middle Township with a rebound the other way.
That is there all day to get him the ball in there, but he just doesn't seem to be able to finish every one of them.
Greer with the 3, nailed it.
That's it. Right in Middleton's grill. Right in his grill.
Coach Gillespie wants a conversation after that. Timeout with 5 minutes in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, if you're watching this whole game, you're saying, how is Middle up 22-21? But how many threes did they have, Dan? They have 5 threes. All right, so there's 15 points. That's why I said it's a great thing if you got shooters like that and they're making 2s down there and you're making 3s down there. They're going to make 3 2s for 2 3s. There's a math problem for you, Josh. Figure it out, all right? You got it?
I'm busy.
Okay, you got it. and Coach Gillespie is just beside himself because I think every time out that he's talked, he's saying, look, don't leave them open.
We had a bit of a delay as Middle Township took a little bit too long in the huddle, and they had to be ushered out of the huddle. Holy Spirit with the ball, down by 1. CJ Barnes with the basketball. Passes to his right. Middleton with the ball, takes it into the paint, pulls it up, now drops it off for Jones, backs down. Jones goes baseline, shot up, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
There's great defense on that, great defense. I know he probably got him on the hand, we're a long way away, but what he's doing, all right, is making him catch the ball farther away from the basket than he really wants to be, Jones. That's why I think he's having trouble missing those shots.
That's the second foul on Marty Caron for Middle Township. They're already down a player with Trey Greer,
and he's got
his knee.
Yeah, he's got a big job there because it's definitely a physical difference between him and Jones.
Jones nails the second. It's now a 23-22 lead as he gives Holy Spirit back the lead. Middle Township breaks the press, and they get fouled on the way.
Wow.
Jordan Taylor called for the reach-in.
I'll tell you what, all of a sudden they're tightening the screws a little bit, with these calls here. I mean, we've got a little over 4.5 minutes, and each team has 5.
Drew Gallagher, the freshman, comes in for Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit willing to go small considering who they're playing against. They have a lot of small guards they're playing against. Passing it off to Tony, to Farraco. Fake the pass, now gets it back to Tony. Let's see what this call is.
Yeah, called him on the block. That was Middleton, I believe. Is that his second foul?
I believe so. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's not gonna. It's gonna make Gillespie too happy.
Tony with the basketball for Middle Township. His team is down by 1, 4-10 here in the second quarter. And they lose it out of bounds off the fingers of Greer.
Yeah, just an unforced turnover. Wanted to go somewhere with the ball before he had it in his hands.
So now 4:08, and here's Middleton bringing the ball up court for Holy Spirit, leading 23-22. Summers with the basketball. Passes to his right. Middleton in the corner. Gallagher over to Summers. Summers wanting to go baseline, now pops it back out. Taylor over to Gallagher. Pump fakes, passes. Middleton, shot up, no good outside the rim. Ball tipped around, brought in by Middle Township.
Wow, he missed the guy. Somebody floating all the way down court.
Greer takes all the way himself. They're going to call offensive foul.
I'll tell you what, that was really risky there because you have Middleton with 2 fouls on that, all right? And that call could have gone either way, all right? But they called the charge on Greer there, so great job by Middleton. And Coach Gillespie sighs with some relief there that it wasn't his 3rd foul.
Barnes back in the game for Holy Spirit as Trey Greer just checked back in for Middle Township. Let's see how his mobility is after going down earlier. They get inside the Jones, gets double teamed, has to drop it back out, get it outside to Middleton. Middleton goes into the paint, passes in the corner for Gallagher. Gallagher dribbles away, Jones inside, shot deflected, and it's Middle Township basketball. Shot. Here's Corey Greer, and they're gonna call over the top.
A carry. I'll tell you, Karana's doing a heck of a job out there. He's probably given up about 3 or 4 inches and at least a good 50 to 60 pounds.
And that's the second straight possession by Middle Township that Corey Greer has turned the ball over. The first time it was a offensive foul, and that time it was a carry.
And Coach Farraco wants him to settle down a little bit.
Middleton goes baseline, shot up, no good up the glass. Ball tipped around to Holy Spirit. They're lucky they got that back. And they passed it to nobody.
All right, out of bounds, another unforced turnover we see.
I think Coach Gillespie's either going to get more gray hair or lose some hair by the end of this game with how his team is playing sloppily. Here comes Trey Greer handling the ball up court, calling out the call. Passes off. That's Karan. Back to Trey Greer. Trey Greer, hand over head. Here's Farraco, no good at the front of the rim on the 3. Rebound by Barnes of Holy Spirit, and he gets fouled in transition.
Right. Yeah, they wanted to run just like they have off every rebound they have there, right? But number 1,
Tony.
Okay, Tony gets the foul there up the sideline. Now we're in a 1-on-1 situation, all right? We'll be in 1-on-1 for the rest of the time here.
2:32 left here in the second quarter.
Because Spirit has 6, and now that's the 7th foul on Middle. So we have a 1-on-1 situation here.
So C.J. Barnes will go to the line after the foul on Tony. Summers will check back into the game because it's a 1-on-1 early, as Taylor will trot off the court. That was Tony's 2nd foul, by the way, for Middle Township. C.J. Barnes, the junior, at the line. Gets set up for the foul shots. Shot is up and nails it.
Yeah, those are big. Those are big now when you get into that situation. Reading the paper lately, Josh, it's been foul shooting that's been winning or losing a lot of games in the Cape Atlantic League.
True story. Barnes, 2nd foul shot. Nails it. It's now a 25-22 lead for Holy Spirit. Bringing the ball up court is Corey Greer. Calling for somebody to come to him. Passes off to his brother, Trey. Trey looking around. Middle Township down by 3. Pass off to Faraka, now back to Trey Greer, being guarded by Middleton. Back off to Faraka, being guarded by Gallagher. Good defense there by Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit doing a very good job of staying with their man. Great screen that could sacrifice the body to stay, get the play, keep going. Faraka down the lane, puts up a floater, no good. Nice rebound there by CJ Barnes.
Let me tell you, did he get up on that one or what, Josh?
Middleton loses the handle, ball is on the ground, picked up, and Holy Spirit scores anyway. Great job by Holy Spirit to stay with the play and get the bucket anyway.
Right, now they got a 5-point lead here.
Minute 35.
Middle needs a basket.
Trey Greer passes off to Farako. Farako passes off to Karan. Karan to Greer for a long 2. Airballed it.
Yeah, it didn't hit anything. And they're off to the races again, Holy Spirit.
Summers
Want to
saw
run
about
and see
3.
what they have there.
Summers saw about 3 and passes it off to Middleton. And as Holy Spirit offense sets, they got a 5-point lead. Gallagher passes inside, and they pass it back out to Summers, and Summers holds it. Holy Spirit trying to milk some time here as we only have 57 seconds left here in the second quarter. Summers getting fancy with the dribble, goes in the lane, puts up a shot, no good at the front of the rim. Rebound by Caron.
Well, he wanted to take that shot, and he was deliberate on it. He wanted it bad, and he took it in, but he missed it.
Trey Greer into the paint, puts a shot up, no good. He comes down awkwardly on that knee again.
Oh, we have a travel. I had to wait a second there because I didn't know if he was going to call a foul or a travel.
Well, I was more focused on Greer. I've been where he's at.
Yeah, but it was a travel.
You know, you put up a shot and you're a little worried how you come down the leg, and then you come down the leg wrong because you're worried about how you went up, and then you have to come out of the game.
You know what? It's not worth it. If something's really bad in there, it's not worth it.
Get the rest. Get better for another day. Don't sacrifice wanting to play today for the rest of the season. Karan with the ball, and he gets fouled.
Yeah. 30 feet from the basket, okay? 30 feet from the basket, Jones fouls them out there. Puts them in a one-on-one situation. Not what you would call a very smart foul there. Not at all.
Checking in for Middle Township is Colin Cooper right now. Also coming in the game for Holy Spirit is Jordan Taylor and John Middleton. As Holy Spirit is rotating guys to keep guys out of foul trouble. Karan at the line. His team is down by 5 with 34 seconds. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1 and is tipped out of bounds. It'll be Holy Spirit basketball.
You got to make it. You got to make those foul shots. They're key. They're key.
30 seconds on the clock.
I'm sure that Spirit's going to play for one.
Barnes holding at half court. 21 seconds on the clock now. 5-point lead. Barnes getting fancy with the dribble. Farako sticking with him anyway. 13 seconds. Summers off to Middleton. Middleton being guarded very closely there by Corey Greer. Gets away from him. Farako steps up. Ball gets tipped away. It's off of Middle Township. 1 second. Heave from half court. Can't hit it.
Wow.
Got the side of the rim at least.
That was close. Very close.
And at halftime, 27-22 lead for Holy Spirit. Coming up next, the Bennett Chevrolet halftime report on Wibbage FM 94.3.
I couldn't hear you at the end.
What's up?
I thought you said something off or hit something because I couldn't hear you at the end.
start second half action live here from Holy Spirit High School. The starters are the same for Holy Spirit: Taylor, Summers, Jones, and Barnes. And for Middle Township, the crew that's going to try here is Tony. Looks like Karan, Faracco, Corey Greer, along with Colin Cooper.
Right, he's going to be the substitute. So I hope Holy Spirit brings the ball out.
Swinging the ball around is Holy Spirit. Jones passes off to Barnes. Barnes pulls the ball back out. As I mentioned, Holy Spirit is up by 5. They want to get inside the Jones, but he was double teamed that time. Middleton takes down the lane, gets slashed, goes up, no good. Nice putback. Jones on the follow-up.
Wow, beautiful putback. Nobody boxed him out, though, Josh. If they box him out, they get that rebound. Now they're down by 7.
Middle Township tries to get into the paint themselves, pass it out. Here's a 3, no good by Corey Greer. Rebound and pass ahead on the fast break. There's Barnes, puts it.
And with a foul.
And he'll go to the line for one more. And that's Cooper. And Cooper's not even sure what he did, but
no one. Didn't we just talk about that? Well, maybe we should get in a huddle there. They had no one back on defense. No one is rotating back, okay, after the drive there. Somebody has to drop back and cover that middle so they can stop the fast break. But nobody home for Middle Township on that.
Barnes trying to complete three-point play, can't. Ball rims out. 31-22 lead for Holy Spirit now. Here comes Tony up court. Passes off. Greer back to Tony. They swing it around the Faracco in the corner. Middle Township looking for openings. Tony getting a little bit risky with the dribble, but got bailed out with the foul by Barnes.
Well, you know, they can complain all they want, but he was bodying up, just maybe not putting his hands on him, so he was bodying up. That's a good call by the official.
Yeah.
I couldn't complain about that. He tried to get away with it, but you know what? That's what you do on the court.
Greer with the ball now. Corey Greer, the freshman for Middle Township. His team is down right now, 31-22. 6:48 here in the third quarter. Middle Township gets back court against them.
Right. He just dropped the ball there, and it wasn't touched by anybody on Holy Spirit, and it was a backcourt violation. Ball went in the backcourt. He picked it up, and the ref called it. So Coach Faracco now, down by 9, calls a timeout to regroup, see what they're going to do there.
Folks, we remind you, this is the Dunkin' Donuts High School Basketball Showcase game. Dunkin' Donuts locations all over Cape May and Atlantic counties. Dunkin' Donuts with drive-throughs. So you don't have to go in and order your coffee and wait in line and everything. You just go to the drive-through, get that breakfast sandwich, get that coffee, and you're good to go with your day. Dunkin' Donuts, proud sponsors of Cape Atlantic League High School football and basketball here on Wibbage FM 94.3. And the spokesman is standing right next to me.
That's right. I've got my Dunkin' Donuts coffee here. I was up Mechanicsburg this morning. Got my Dunkin' Donuts coffee at Mechanicsburg on the Carlisle Pike up there in Pennsylvania, and I was able to make it home because I got my fuel.
There you go.
No fuel, I probably wouldn't be here, Josh.
So basically what you're saying is, whether for Dunkin' Donuts, you wouldn't be standing next to me
right they
now.
make me go. It makes me go.
Harry Sachs runs on Dunkin' Coffee.
That's right. Extra cream, no sugar. If anybody's listening out there and wants to buy me a cup.
Barnes passes off to Jones and gets it back. Now hands it off to Summers. Summers pops it out for Middleton for 3. Can't hit it. Ball tipped around, tracked down off of Middle Township, but they're going to say it is Middle Township ball out of bounds.
Well, could have done one of two things. Either give him the ball or call a foul. So he didn't call the foul. He's going to give him the ball there.
Middle Township breaks the press. Get it in the corner. Here's another 3. No good outside the rim. Rebound by Holy Spirit's Taylor.
And here they come.
Barnes ahead, pulls it back out, waits for his teammates to catch up to Taylor, and he just missed the streaking Middleton to the basket.
But you can see they're off to the races on every defensive rebound that they get. If there's nothing there, they'll pull it out. But they're going to try to get easy baskets.
And Holy Spirit almost steals it right back. Taylor ends up diving into the stands. Middle Township will inbound the ball there. Middle Township still down 31-22 here at Holy Spirit High School. Crossing half court is Tony. Gets it to Cooper. Back to Tony.
Little trap there.
Caraco
And a
loses the
foul.
handle.
No,
They're
he
going to
got
call
a
a reach-in foul.
Right, good call. Foul on Taylor there. You can see when that ball's going to go into that corner there is an automatic trap. Right, whoever's closest to the ball. Okay, and that's 3 on Taylor. So they're trying to get a sub in for him, trying to get Marzak in, but he
wasn't in time.
Wasn't in time. You'll just have to sit and wait.
5:55 here in the third quarter.
If I was them, I'd attack him.
Holy Spirit leading, but Middle Township with the ball. Middle Township swings it around, going into the paint, and they drop it back out. Thought about the 3, pulled it back. There's Farraco into the paint. Now the Karan for a long 2, hits it. Count it. More.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's on Taylor, and it was a 3-point shot, and he's going to go for the line for another one. So they couldn't get Taylor out, and he commits his 4th foul. That is big.
So now with Trey Greer on the bench for Middle Township injured, now Taylor is going to have to come out of the game due to foul trouble. Marzak comes into the game for Holy Spirit.
There goes the 4th foul up there. I was waiting for them to put it up there because I knew who was on. That's big. We got 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and one of your best players is on the bench.
Middle Township still has the ball because the foul was actually away from the shot, so they counted the shot.
Right.
And they get the ball back.
Yeah, but I don't know why he didn't get. All right. I thought it was a foul. I don't know why we didn't shoot any there.
I'm not sure either. Farraco passes off. Gets it back. Thought about the 3. Pulls it down. Gets it back at top of the key. Middle Township looking for an opening. Tony goes in the paint. Passes off for Karan again.
And
nails another 3.
Nice, great patience there by Middle Township. And they drove and they kicked. And I'll tell you what, Coach Gillespie says, come on over, guys, we got to talk. I think I've told you this every time we've had a timeout or they've had a timeout. When they drive, don't leave your man to help. Let that guy play him, because every time they do, they kick it out to the corner and they nail a 3.
Clock stops at 5:01 here in the third quarter. It's a 31-28 lead for the Holy Spirit Spartans over the Middle Township Panthers. Josh Hennig and Harry Sachs live from Holy Spirit High School. This is our first of 2 games we're doing this week. We'll be over at Middle Township Friday night when they take on St. Augustine Prep. You can catch all the action here on Wibbage FM 94.3.
What a way to get back in the game. But when you can shoot 3s like that, like Middle Township does, you're never out of it. You're never out of it. And those guys, they just know what to do. They just stay in the corner. When he drives, the other guy, their defender, leaves the guy in the corner, goes to help. They kick it out. By the time he gets back there, shots in the basket.
Holy Spirit with the ball. Like we said, they're up by 3 here at home. This is a matchup of 2 one-loss teams. Holy Spirit comes in the game 6-1. Middle Township comes in 7-1. Middleton gets a screen from Jones. Jones gets it in the post. Tried to back down, and I'm not fully sure what they're calling here.
Well, they called it on Karan with the push there. Kind of a ticky-tacky one, but I guess they're tightening this game up a little bit. You know, we've got 3 minutes gone here, and we've got 5 fouls called already.
Barnes will inbound the ball for Holy Spirit. Middleton with the ball. Calls out the play. Waits for everybody to rotate. Goes to his right, comes back to his left, and passes off. Summers points for a screen from Marzak. Not set up very well. Barnes gets the ball on the left side. Barnes dribbles. Passes to his right to Summers. They swing it back around to Middleton. Middleton goes opposite way of the screen. Steps back, shot, nails it.
I'll tell you what, he wanted that. He looks like he has that face on, like I can take over this game. Set me a screen and let me shoot. Nothing but net on that one, Josh.
Corey Greer with the basketball for Middle Township. Drops it off. Swinging around, he gets it back. Tries to go into the paint, steps back, puts a shot up, nailed it.
And he gets fouled. Really good take there, really good take. I think the foul is on Summers. Yep, number 4.
And that'll be his second. So Greer will go line to try to complete three-point play.
Can't argue about that. It was a great drive, and he found him.
Got to give Greer credit. He's fearless, man. Shot up and unfriendly rim bounces out. And Middle Township throws it off of a Holy Spirit player out of bounds.
What a play there. What a play. What a great hustle play by Middle Township there.
That was impressive.
Oh, that was very impressive. He was up in the air, surveyed who was still on the court, threw it back off a Holy Spirit man, and they got the ball back.
Good way to salvage a possession.
Well, they already got 2 points on it. Now they can make it, 4 without turning the ball back to Holy Spirit.
They swing it out to Karan. Back over to Tony. Gets a screen from Farraco. Farraco got ran over by a freight train named Middleton.
He tried to sell it, but the ref didn't buy it.
Greer goes into the paint and gets tripped and goes down.
Oh. Wow. We call block on that. Looked like he slipped a little.
Barnes called for the foul. I believe that's his second or third.
Yep, you got 2 up there.
Tony tried to get it inside, but deflected away. 3:36 here in the third quarter, a 33-30 lead for Holy Spirit. Middle Township with the ball. Farraco passes off to Corey Greer. Greer wants to go in the paint, was denied. Has to hand off to Farraco. Karan pump fakes and drops it off. They want to get to Farraco. He barely gets the ball back, gets it to Greer. Holy Spirit should be credited with how well they're playing on defense on these rotations right now. Greer tried to spin away and double dribble.
Oh.
And that's what happens when you're not in control.
Hey, they just gave away. They gave away a possession there. He had his back to the basket. Just pull up, all right, and give the ball to somebody else. Cost your team a possession there.
3:06 here in the third quarter. Holy Spirit trots down court with a 3-point lead. Middleton gets it over to Jones, drops it off. There's Marzak for a long 2, no good. Barnes trying to track down the rebound, and the stepping out of bounds is Russo.
Right, and it's Middle Township ball.
See, coming into the game for Middle Township.
Number 10.
That's Fitzpatrick. Had to see his number first before I can tell you who he was.
Well, with the names on here, I need a magnifying glass. They're so small.
Fitzpatrick brings the ball up court for Middle Township. Middle Township trying to close this lead. They're down by 3. And we got another reach-in foul?
Right. You got another one there. Looks like on number 15.
That's Marzak.
On Marzak.
That's his first.
Hey, they got 6 fouls on them. All right, the next one, you've got Middle in a one-on-one situation. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Next foul.
If I'm Middle, just be aggressive. Let them foul you. If you can get back into the game from the foul line, do it, right? Corey Greer with the ball, tries to get into the lane, takes all the way to the basket, and he traveled.
Yep, he traveled. Nice take there, but,
He's doing too much carrying.
Yeah.
He's not being fundamental with his dribble and with his control on the drive.
Ask Kobe Bryant. He got a better whole article about about fundamentals.
Russo in the corner, drops it back out for Barnes. Milton now at the ball. Pops it back out. Jones for 3. No good. Rebound by Middle Township. Tony with the ball. Passes ahead to Fitzpatrick. Full speed ahead. Pulls it back out. Drops it off. No good on the jumper was Karan on the baseline. Here's Jones with the rebound ahead. Middleton going to the basket. Layup good. 35-30
Smart
lead
move by
for Holy
Fitzpatrick
Spirit.
not to foul him on. Just give him the layup.
Make him think about it by standing there for a second, then move out of the way.
There's another fast break. They've been living and dying on that.
And they almost get another one. Tony salvages it. And did they just call another reaching foul?
They just called out a reaching foul there. That's going to put him on the line. 1-and-1.
And that was a smart job by Milton. Grabbed Marzak before he said or acted out.
Yeah, he was ready. A little frustrated there, about what happened.
And that's leadership right there, folks. When you have a senior grabbing you, saying, yo, man, calm down, relax, breathe.
You need a teammate to help you,
Yeah.
on that, and he certainly did. But this is a big-time problem here for Holy Spirit. We got 1:35 left.
And Tony nails the first foul shot.
Right, 1:35 left, and they're in a one-on-one situation. 1:35 left in the third quarter.
Right, not the fourth quarter.
Not the fourth.
The third quarter. And this could be the way Middle Township claws their way back into this game.
Why not?
They can get the lead if they get enough foul shot opportunities. And he just gets a friendly roll in. 3-point lead now for Holy Spirit. Passing ahead to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Corey Greer. Gets cross half court. And they're going to call a reaching foul against Greer.
Right. We're going to even it up a little bit now, I think. All right?
Hey, if you're going to call it one way, might as well call it the other way, right?
You got to keep your hands off.
And what's going on now? Okay. I'm not fully sure what the stoppage of play was for. Something to do with the clock, it looks like. Okay,
all right,
so
we're ready to roll now.
All right, they put 4 seconds back on the clock, so now it's 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Middleton calls out the play for Holy Spirit. Middleton drops it off for Jones. Spins again, puts a shot up, no good off the glass. Ball tipped around. Fitzpatrick brings it in for Middle Township.
That's about the fourth one that he's missed.
Fitzpatrick drops it off. Cooper in the paint. Passes back out to Farraco. Farraco off to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick calls out the play. Being guarded closely by Matt Summers. 42 seconds on the clock. Panthers down by 3. Passing it off around is Middle Township. Might be holding for the final shot. Let's see if they do. 31 seconds. Now Fitzpatrick again with the ball. 25 seconds. Stripped away. Summers trying to get the ball, and Fitzpatrick literally grabbed him and hugged him to not let him get the ball. He's going to be called for a foul.
Yeah, and you know what?
And there's a technical.
Yep. And
I think that was against Corey Greer.
I don't know. It was just not a smart thing to do.
Well, first of all, I know what Fitzpatrick was trying to do, but part of the reason why he grabbed him was he didn't knock him to the ground.
No.
He wasn't trying to be malicious.
No, not at all. He was just playing the game, and tempers flare, and you can't do that. You can't lose your cool out there. And I think, especially if it was Greer, who ran out there, who's a freshman.
Right.
And that's not a label that you want to get.
No.
All right, when you've got 3 more years plus this to play here. You don't want to get that reputation as a hothead who can't control himself on the court.
I understand he's frustrated about the turnovers. He's frustrated his team is losing, but they're only down by 3.
Oh, yeah, it's a ball game here. It's not at, there's no reason for it anyway. All right, but the fact that you're only down by 3. Now let's see what happens here.
All right, so stoppage of play. Both teams had time out there with their coaches, and Trey Jones is going to go to the line here.
Actually, Holy Spirit called the timeout because we actually wanted to get everybody over there.
Middle Township still huddling up on the other side of the half court. Trey Jones is going to take the technical shot here. Jones sets, shot up, nails it. So now Holy Spirit getting the chance to take advantage of foul shots.
Wow, and for a different reason.
Right. Jones nails them both.
And had to get the ball.
5-point lead for Holy Spirit with 23 seconds here in the third quarter.
So instead of, a steal and maybe a basket, you gave them 2 points there on the technical fouls. Now you're going to give them the ball, which they may get another basket on.
The Greer will check out here. Events Florisma will check into the game for Middle Township. Say that 5 times fast.
I think I'll pass.
Barnes is going to hold for final shot. Now off to Middleton. 9 seconds on the clock.
And if I think anybody's going to take it, it's probably going to be Middleton.
Middleton dribbles. Goes to the basket, drops off. Here's Jones for 3. No good. And that's how the quarter will end. 37-32 lead. Holy Spirit, fourth quarter action coming up on Wibbage FM 94.3. You don't do that.
No.
That's the head coach's job. I don't care if it's your kid. Know the protocol. drops it off for Jones. Jones triple team, gets the ball slapped back in his face, and I'm going to call a jump ball here.
Call a jump ball there. All right, looks like Spirit's ball here.
Somebody's got to take it out of bounds. Anybody want it? All right, Gallagher.
Well, he's calling baseline too, but I don't know who's going to take it out.
Well, Summers has a smile on his face, and I guess I'll do it.
There you go.
Drop it in for Barnes. Back to Middleton. They'll reset the offense. Middleton gets the screen, takes all the way to the basket, gets fouled on the way, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Let me tell you, that was a tough one to take, all right? That was a call that could have gone either way, Josh, because I'll tell you what, Middleton was not going to stop on that one. He plowed right through them, but they did call the foul, and that's the way we'll go here. So he'll get 2 shots.
John Middleton, the senior, has been starting for the last 2 years and arguably the best all-around player on Holy Spirit. Nails the foul shot.
You know what? He's got a really high basketball IQ. And like we said before, his leadership, that's such a valuable thing for a coach if you have somebody that can communicate actually for you.
Right. And Middleton hits them both. 43-34 lead for Holy Spirit thanks to foul shots.
Yep. Middle desperately needs a couple threes now to get back in this 9-point lead here.
Well, we know they're not afraid to shoot the 3.
No, and that can happen quickly.
Karan with the ball, passes off. Tony for 3, no good.
Yeah.
Rebound by Barnes.
Didn't actually get set too well on that 3 there.
Totally rushed it. Gallagher hands it off for Middleton, and Middleton's going to get it reached in.
Reached in by Farraco.
And he'll go to the line for 1 and 1. That's the 3rd foul on Farraco.
And Middleton, as we just saw, he just put 2 in there. So he's the guy you want on the line.
If you're Holy Spirit.
Right, if you're Holy Spirit.
Middleton dribbles, sets, shot is up, and nails it.
There you go. That's a killer. That's a killer. That gives them a 10-point lead. And you can bet your bottom dollar that after this, Holy Spirit, they retain this 10-point lead. They're not going to rush anything. They're going to pull it out.
No. And Middleton, whose shot stroke is just excellent. His follow through, everything. And you see it right there as he nails another one.
And that's an 11-point lead. Middle's really got to hit a couple threes here to get themselves back into this ball game.
Tony drops it off for Karan. Back to Tony. Being guarded by Middleton. Middleton tips it away, stolen, takes it the other way. Middleton all the way to the basket, no good. And he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Right now we're seeing the Middleton show. All right. 4 straight foul shots. Now he's going to the line again for 2 more.
4:08 here in the 4th quarter.
And I see Taylor at the table over there, so he's going to get back in the action too.
Foul was on Tony, his 3rd. Middleton sets. Shot is up. Good.
That's 5 for 5.
Taylor will come into the game for Summers. Taylor's gotten more than enough rest at this point.
Well, he had 4 fouls. They didn't want to put him in to get his last one there. They didn't know they were going to jump out to a 12-point lead that they have right now.
Middleton shot up. Gets it.
Nothing but net. 6 in a row for Middleton.
47-34 lead now for Holy Spirit, their largest lead of the game. Greer gets a screen. Wasn't able to make much use of it. Now Farraco with the ball. Passes back. Greer now at the ball on the left side. Back to Farraco. Farraco being guarded closely by Gallagher. Once again in the paint. Has to pass it off. Here's Karan in the corner. Pump fakes. Takes it all the way to the basket. Got it tipped away. Blocked. And it'll be Holy Spirit ball.
2 guys there for middle. They just couldn't grab the ball there, and both of them were right underneath. They would have had a layup.
And a full timeout here for Holy Spirit with 3:37 in the 4th quarter. And this is definitely one of those let's talk the strategy for the rest of the game kind of deals.
I think right now, if you're Holy Spirit, pull the ball out. You got great foul shooters on your team. Okay, just pull it out unless you have a layup. All right, because middle has to start fouling, pretty soon with 13 points down. They gotta gamble. And I think you're going to see middle there, even though that Spirit called the timeout. They're going to talk about trapping, some passes, doubling on that. Whoever throws the ball, to someone else, you leave that man and go over and double him, and see if they can make something happen. But they've got to put some traps or something in now, or else this game's over. All right?
First warning for the teams during the timeout. I think the one innocuous note I would make about this, Harry, is that we've seen both teams take an inordinate amount of time coming out of the timeouts this entire game.
Hey, they use them. They use them all.
I guess you could say every last second counts.
That's it.
47-34 lead for Holy Spirit. 3:37 here in the fourth quarter. Full court pressure from Middle Township here on Holy Spirit. Jones in the corner gets trapped. Trying to get up court is Holy Spirit, and looks like they're going to. They still got to get across half court. And finally Barnes does. Almost stolen away, but knocked out of bounds by Middle Township.
Yeah, good hustle there by Faraka there.
Faraka took a little thud to the head on the floor, and he's grabbing his head right now.
Yeah, he's not coming out, trust me.
No.
You'd have to drag him off the floor.
I didn't say he was coming out. I was just saying he took a good smack to the floor.
I know.
Holy Spirit's going to burn clock here. Barnes and Middleton and Taylor are going to play the handoff game. And it's going to be stolen away by Middle Township, but they got lackadaisical, and Holy Spirit gets it right back. Barnes the other way. Bounce pass side to Jones. Jones tried to dribble and bounce at the same time the pass, but turns it over.
He's got that crazy spin move there.
And Greer gets a shot smacked away. Middleton came from the weak side.
Wow. Boy, did he get up on that one.
To drop it off, and another block shot. Holy Spirit the other way. And Summers is going to pull the ball back out and hold it, kill some clock here with 2:38 in the fourth quarter. Taylor with the ball for Holy Spirit. Goes in the paint, passes back out to Barnes, and they swing it around to kill more clock. Down to 2:20 now. Matt Summers pulls the ball back out.
Well, one of two things. You're either...
And we got to travel.
Wow. But middle was not fouling all there. So, either they're conceding that you don't have a chance being down by 13, or I don't have an answer. Okay, for that. They weren't fouling, and they weren't really trapping.
Marty Karen with the ball. Passes off. Here's Farako. Now Tony. Tony hands the ball off for Greer. Greer facing down with Barnes. Dribbles away from the screen. Now comes back to the screen. The screen wasn't there anymore, though. Greer spins in the lane, tries to go in the paint, loses the handle, bodies fly, and there's a foul called.
Well, he's just trying to do it all by himself there.
It's going to be 1-and-1 foul shots.
Right.
And it's going to be called on Barnes.
Yeah, and Greer just, said, I'm going to take over here, and nobody else is out there. But I want to say one thing after this shot.
Shot is good.
You give Holy Spirit credit, because that drive and the kick that Middle was getting all the time in the first half has evaporated.
Greer misses the second foul shot.
They're not getting suckered in on the drive there and letting them kick out for a free shot. They're staying with their man.
And a nice steal off the trap by Middle Township. They go to the corner. Pump shot faked. Farako with the ball. Pass off for Tony for three. Misses off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled in, though, by Middle Township. Then they call it jump ball.
I think this one goes to Middle.
It does. I didn't see where that would have been called a jump ball, but all right, whatever. I would have just said play on, but that's me. Over the top to Greer from Middle Township. Greer looking for an opportunity to score again, puts a shot up. No good at the glass. Gets knocked around. And it's going to be Holy Spirit basketball. Taylor ahead Middleton, good.
There he goes. That puts the exclamation point on it right there.
49-35 lead for Holy Spirit. And now it's going to be a turnover. Middle Township.
That was a great call. Offensive foul on Greer. A push off, and the ref wasn't going to buy it at all. That's a frustration there, and that fouls him out.
So, with Trey Greer on the bench, already injured, his brother just fouled out of the game. Corey Greer, the freshman, coming in to replace him is Laverne Fitzpatrick. So Fitzpatrick will come in as we have the obligatory 20 seconds for the 5th foul.
And Coach Faracco's taking advantage of it, you know.
Coach Faracco having his say in things.
Yeah.
Smiles. So
right.
There's nothing overly serious.
Let's just get on with it.
I really can't stand this 20 seconds for the 5th foul.
No, well, it was more than 20 seconds, too, and the ref was laughing like it's okay, you know.
Summers tries to break through the trap. It gets fouled on the reach-in.
Right.
And then Faracco might just foul out of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit too late now. When they had almost 3 minutes, maybe they should have done that then, but, you know.
Sorry, that's the 4th foul on Faracco. So he did not foul out of the game.
Right. Right now it's, too little, too late.
So with a 49-35 lead, Matt Summers at the line nails the first foul shot. It's going to be 2 foul shots the rest of the way, both ways here. And Summers nails them both. 51-35 lead for Holy Spirit. Middle Township now just playing to put points on the board, really. They know they're out of this game with 53 seconds on the clock. Faracco goes baseline, bounce pass, shot up and good.
Nice pass there by Faracco. Drove and the other guy tried to help.
Yeah, Cooper on the score. Other way, Middleton scores.
Nice pass there by Taylor coming down on the break. You can tell they practice this break stuff quite often.
Faracco the other way with 27 seconds with a 3, nails it.
And that one was from the parking lot, let me tell you.
And now a timeout, so it's a 13-point lead for Holy Spirit, and Middle Township calls a timeout, even though they're down by 13.
Well, Coach Faracco's going to make the refs stay an extra couple minutes.
So what you're saying is he's making them earn their dollar.
Right, well, it's just saying you're not going home yet. But I just have to give kudos to Coach Gillespie there because he made some great adjustments at halftime. You did not see Middle get any really free shots, okay, from where they like to shoot at, which is mostly the corners there. Their man stayed on them instead of helping. Great adjustment there, for him because nobody really had any good looks for Middle, almost through the whole half. So great defense by Holy Spirit.
They inbound the ball, being pressured full court by Middle Township. They get it ahead. Nice fast break. Middleton scores again. 55-40 lead. 11 seconds. Middle Township with the ball. 8 seconds. Middle Township looking to put some more points on before the end of the quarter. Faracco all the way to the basket. Misses the easy floater. Rebound by Holy Spirit. And that'll do it. Spartans win 55-40 here at home. Coming up next, the Dunkin' Donuts postgame report here on Wibbage FM 94.3.
Looking for the garbage can.
January 24th.
I got some information.
What's that?
Ligaments look good.
What's that?
The ligaments look good for Greer.
Good news.
They were tight.
That's good.
27 points.
And he was 9 for 9 from the foul line.
Wow.
What other scores you got for me?
Tyler Jones, the Holy Spirit, he ended up with 11 points.
Okay.
And he was 5 for 6 from the foul line.
All right, what about for middle?
Middle, Corey Greer, 12 points.
Who?
Corey Greer,
Okay.
12 points. Marty Perron had 9 points. And also with 9 points was Tim Tony.
All right, good. How many turnovers do you have for middle?
Middle Township had 12 turnovers for middle. And Holy Spirit had 1
What, 7?
9 turnovers.
9? Cool. And welcome to Dunkin' Donuts post-game report here on Wibbage FM 94.3. Josh Egg and Harry Sachs, Dan the Statman, hanging out with us. Before we tell you the player of the game is, which is probably predictable, we'll tell you Middle Township's leading scorer was Corey Greer with 12 points in the loss. Also, Tim Tony had 9 points, and Marty Karen had 9 points. But the leading scorer in the game, who's also our player of the game, John Middleton with 27 points and 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
And the best news that I got was Greer's knee looks good.
Right.
No ligament damage, from the trainer there. Everything seemed tight, so maybe just a sprain there, and that makes me feel a lot better.
Same here, because when I saw him go down that second time, that really made me nervous.
Right.
But we got to give a lot of credit to, as you said, Coach Gillespie really helped this team get better on defense in the second half. They shut down some of those, drive and pop outs.
Right. They actually, he tried to get the point across during the first half with a couple of timeouts, but I guess it just didn't sink in.
Right.
So at halftime, he probably said, look, you're not moving that guy in the corner, and if you do, you're going to come out. All right? So maybe that got into their head a little bit. But there was no more of the drive and kick, which was basically Middle's whole offense in the first half. So give the credit to the coaching staff for Holy Spirit. And I'll tell you, they just tightened down the screws on defense in that second half and didn't allow Middle to get off at all.
Honorary mention needs to go to Marty Karen, because you know what? He was up against a guy who was bigger than him and taller than him the entire game, and he did everything he could for his team, with the other senior out and Trey Greer. Marty Karen did everything he could on defense and on offense to really help this team.
But I will tell you one thing. It's like Jones missed a lot of shots underneath with that spin move that he has.
Right.
And instead of, doing maybe a drop step power layup, he's doing that spin move, and he missed about 4 or 5 dunks.
I counted 5.
Yeah, and that's going to hurt him in a bigger game where another team has size like that. So, he needs to clean that up, a little bit there. But other than that, the whole second half was Holy Spirit and their defense.
We will be back on the air on Friday as we'll be at Middle Township as the boys will be hosting St. Augustine Prep, Harry.
Wow. Like I said, great job on getting those games, Josh. I'm having fun.
Well, I told you I have my moments. So.
There you go. All right.
You didn't hear the off-the-air conversation. We'll leave that off the air. But Dan, thanks again for everything as always. Dan the Statman with us. Thanks to Matt Ulmer across the way. He really helped us get on the air tonight with some technical things. But we got on. We brought you the game, and we're thankful for that. Dunkin' Donuts proud to bring you each and every game during the high school basketball season. Our next showcase game, like we said, will be Friday, live here on Wibbage FM 94.3. Thanks to Lester back in the studio for everything he does. Be sure to stay tuned.
Thanks, Lester.
Be sure to stay tuned for Ken Schaefer in the nighttime. He'll get you through the rest of the evening with South Jersey's #1 oldie station, Wibbage FM 94.3. Have a great night, everybody.